All right, it looks like the wait is finally over. Jon Jones, the man that stepped away from the light heavyweight division, relinquished his throne and said that he's moving up to heavyweight, is rumored to be finally making his UFC heavyweight debut, taking on the greatest heavyweight of all time, Stipe Miocic, at UFC 282 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, if you know the story, you know the deal. Jon Jones came to the UFC, absolutely tore through everybody, made it look easy. The way he took the belt off Mauricio Shogun, who were back in the day, was just unbelievable. I mean, that poor guy Shogun really did take an ass whooping, and that's what Jon Jones did. He continued to beat people, to dominate people, even at their own game. What he did, what he achieved in this sport was sensational. What he achieved outside of the sport was also sensational for a very, very different reasons. I mean, the man does have an issue at staying out of trouble, but still, we're not here to talk about that. So he stepped away from the light heavyweight division, you know, and to be fair, he had done everything he needs to do in the light heavyweight division. Jon Jones, he'd gone through multiple generations of fighters. Now, I know what critics say. Critics say, well, Thiago Santos, I think Thiago Santos beat him and he blew out his knee. I think Dominic Reyes almost beat him. The reality is they didn't beat him. And what's Jon going to do? Just keep fighting at light heavyweight time after time after time after time until eventually somebody does. He's been there, done it, got the t-shirt, sold the t-shirt, got more t-shirts. He's got more fucking t-shirts than you've had hot dinners, okay?
That's fucking weird, huh?
Bad analogy, but still, you get what I'm saying. He's done it. He's the greatest of all time at light heavyweight. Now, of course, I know what you're all going to say. You're going to say, but the picograms, you know, the failed tests. Yes, it's an issue. It's an issue. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I still don't think you can totally eliminate what he achieved inside of the octagon.
This is #1 bullshit.
Now, he's one of the most tested men in the USADA testing program now. Okay, I don't know what the actual number is, but I know they are always showing up to Jon Jones's house and asking for a piss sample and sticking a needle in his arm to take some blood to make sure that the man is fighting fair and square. So we got to give him the benefit of the doubt. I know that Daniel Cormier feels very, very differently about that.
Very disappointing.
And I don't blame him. DC lost to the man twice, and one of the time he tested positive for steroids. And I'm the same way with people like Vitor Belfort, so I totally get it. So I'm a little, you know, I'm not as quite emotional on the subject, even though anyone that does steroids can literally go fuck themselves. If you're competing in an octagon and you're going to do that, shame on you. All right, real quick, I want to tell you about something that I absolutely love, and that is Fit soda. Look, listen, soda's great. Everyone loves to drink it, but it's not good for you. It's going to make you fat. It's going to get you obese. It's going to rot your teeth and cause all kinds of health problems along the way. Fit soda gives you all the pleasure of that beautiful, sparkling, tasty drink, but without all the negative side effects. Fit soda has 0 calories. It's also a hydration drink. It is loaded with branch chain amino acids for recovery and electrolytes for hydration. Plus, it tastes amazing. That is why right now I am not holding a can in my hand. Fit Soda very kindly sent me a massive box of them, and my entire family and myself, we've drank them all. Don't have a single one left to show you. By the way, it comes in 4 amazing flavors. You got the orange cream, you got the root beer float, you got the cherry cola, and the sparkling citrus. That is my particular favorite one. So please, Fit Soda, send me some more of the sparkling citrus. And by the way, guilt-free soda, 0 calories, stick a little vodka in there. You got a delicious cocktail. It's a great mixer. I'm telling you, this stuff is fantastic. Stop drinking soda right now. Stop adding to that waistline. Stop rotting your teeth and causing all the internal problems that soda does cause. Fit Soda #1 is absolutely delicious and it's good for you. All you got to do is go to fitsoda.com, use the promo code B. That's it. B, you get 20% off your order. Michael Bisping seal of approval on this one. The Fit Soda is amazing. You're gonna love it. Fitsoda.com. The promo code is B for Bisping. You will get 20% off. He wanted to make his UFC debut. Francis Ngannou was the heavyweight champion of the world, and that fight really set a lot of people on fire. Francis Ngannou taking on Jon Jones. I mean, come on, what an absolute spectacle that would be. And certainly now with Jon Jones bulking up at the Hall of Fame ceremony, right before he got arrested, right before he fucking had his latest run-in with the law, was talking about how he's now up to 265 pounds. The fight with Francis Ngannou was something that I was looking forward to. I thought that would be sensational. Francis Ngannou, of course, has insane knockout power. Jon Jones is a master technician and very, very technical in every element of mixed martial arts. You know, he'll out-wrestle people. He'll beat wrestlers at their own game. He'll beat jiu-jitsu guys. He'll submit black belts, and he'll beat kickboxers on the feet. He'll fight Glover Teixeira inside a phone booth up against the side of the fence if that's what he wants to do. He really is so technically brilliant. So going up against Francis Ngannou, that was an interesting one. But as we know, Francis Ngannou tore his MCL or ACL. He tore his knee either way, and he's out of action for quite some time. And I don't know what the situation is. I really don't. But, you know, I think he's still chasing this boxing match with Tyson Fury. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we see Francis Ngannou back when he's healthy and taking on the winner of Stipe Miocic and Jon Jones. Stipe Miocic, as I said at the top of the video, is the greatest heavyweight of all time. That's simply because, based on the stats, he beat more people. He defended the belt more times than anybody else, okay? Beat DC twice, lost to Francis Ngannou, beat Francis Ngannou, beat Junior Dos Santos, beat Alistair Overeem, took the belt off Fabrizio Verdum, currently has a record of 20-4, 15 knockouts, 5 decisions, and he has been knocked out 3 times. Last time out, obviously, against Francis Ngannou. That was a nasty one. And then DC caught him as well with that beautiful little short-range right hook from the clinch, sat him down. I mean, what a shot that was. Well done to DC. And then earlier on, he got knocked out again off Stefan Struve. But it's a learning curve. It's a learning process. When you're fighting mixed martial arts, you get better all the time. He's defended the belt more than anyone. Now, enough of that. I've set the scene. I've painted the picture. Let's talk about the fight. This is a hard fight for both men. Jon Jones, as we know, technically brilliant in all areas. Doesn't have the heaviest hands, let's be honest, but he uses them very, very well to set up his takedowns. He's great in the clinch. He's got a good gas tank. He'll go 5 rounds with Alexander Gustafsson when he didn't even train, apparently, but that's what they all say. You know, he's very creative, vicious elbows if he gets on top of you. The reality is, though, can he use his wrestling against Stipe Miocic? Stipe is an accredited wrestler. He's a very, very hard man to take down. Daniel Cormier is one of the best wrestlers we've ever seen. Daniel Cormier was not able to take down Stipe Miocic and hold him down for any considerable amount of time. And yes, I know what you're going to say. Jon Jones took DC down. He did. Jon Jones took him down, but not for long. They both bumped back up real quick. Anyway, point of what I'm saying is that I don't think Jon will be able to out-wrestle Stipe quite like he thinks he can. But that said, though, timing does count for a lot of things. If Jon can throw some good shots, get hand shots, and then shoot him real quick, get his arms around the waist, pick him up and put him down, maybe. You never know. But it's going to be tough against a guy like Stipe Miocic, a guy that's a natural heavyweight, that's been fighting at that weight for a long time, that's big, strong, and fast, and has good footwork and knockout power. And that leads me to the next thing, on the feet. Who do we favour on the feet? Well, let's have a look at the reaches. The reach is a big one because Jon Jones used that so well throughout his career. So Stipe 6'4" with an 80-inch reach, and Jon Jones, what is he? 6'4" with an 84.5-inch reach. And that has always been one of Jon's biggest weapons, 84.5 inches. I mean, it's quite the wingspan, and it's very handy to punch people in the face so you can hit them where they can't hit you. But still, Stipe's got an 80-inch reach. How will Jon Jones fare in the striking department? I think Stipe hits harder. I think he probably has better boxing, but Jon is a bit more creative, a bit more diverse with his attacks, uses a lot of teeps, a lot of obliques to the knees, things like that, knees in the clinch, elbows in the clinch, then he'll mix it all up. This is the art of mixed martial arts. You got to mix things up. Nobody mixes them up as well as Jon Jones does. However, Stipe Miocic just needs his bread and butter. You know, his takedowns, his boxing, and his takedown defense. It's a very, very interesting fight. Now, the reality is the winner of this one will go on to fight, in my opinion, Francis Ngannou. Unless Francis walks away, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Francis wants to come back and defend his belt. He wants to pick up all that money that's available to him. Yeah, you never know. Maybe he fights Tyson Fury one day. Who knows? I don't know. You know, pipe dreams, maybe. Probably not a good idea for him. Tyson Fury is an incredible boxer, but we're not talking about them. Stipe Miocic, Jon Jones. Who do you think wins? It's a tough fight. Stipe Miocic, if he wins, he gets the rubber match with Francis Ngannou, which I believe he deserves. He'll be 1-1. Jon Jones wins, We might see Stipe retire, and then we see Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou, and that will be quite the spectacle. But who do you think wins? Jon Jones, Francis Ngannou? Who you got? Let me know down there in the comments. Subscribe and ring the bell. Take care.